Hey everyone, Aaron here, and in this video talking about BlockFi. So we are getting closer and closer to being able to withdraw money. I'm going to talk about them sending you an email, how to vote, and all of that stuff. So let me just dive into the computer really quick. One day ago from today, so August 15th, we got an email, which I'm going to go through in just a second. I'm also going to talk about this document that came through on August 2nd. Talks a little bit about the plan, in-kind distributions, preference waivers, what the heck does that mean? And also why BlockFi is not going to investigate the insiders. And if you want to file your own lawsuits or do any of that stuff, that really has to do with the released parties, which I'll get to again in this video. Also talking about their estimated recoveries, which I'll touch on, kind of what I think about those and if they are accurate or not. And then I'll touch on my account as well, talking about how to do the withdrawal addresses and how to get ready to withdraw your crypto. And I want to pause the video really quick and talk about the sponsor of this video, which is Aura. Now, what Aura does is protects your identity and does all of these things like financial fraud protection, identity theft protection. It can protect against your personal data and properties being leaked. So I have Aura set up on my phone. I keep it on all the time, and I have been using them every single day for the last 8 months or so. So I can go into my vault and it'll tell me what personal data it is protecting. Now, one thing that is critical for being in crypto is making sure that our information is not being leaked to third parties or the dark web. Now, I'm going to click Data Broker Removal, and it'll show you exactly how many removals it has done of my personal information. So there are 17 removals in progress, and it has removed my personal info from a lot of these websites, and it will be doing more and more. Now, that's what I like about Aura. It does all this stuff in the background. So there have been a lot of leaks of information with crypto. So people may know your address or your phone number if you were involved in bankruptcies. Celsius had some leaks. Ledger had some leaks. It wouldn't be too far-fetched for BlockFi's information, all of their creditors, to be leaked, unfortunately. So having something like Aura, I think, is really, really important. So they were giving you guys a 2-week free trial if you use my link, which is going to be aura.com/Aaron Bennett, or you can scan the QR code right now on the screen. Again, 2 weeks for free using my link, aura.com/Aaron Bennett. And again, being involved in crypto and with BlockFi and having our personal information out there so anybody can probably get their hands on, I really think something like Aura is invaluable. So again, you can use my link or you can scan the QR code with your phone. All right, guys, and let's get back to the video. So let me first go through and read this email to you guys that came in on the 15th. So we are writing to inform you that the solicitation period for the Chapter 11 case is now starting. During this period, eligible creditors will have the opportunity to vote on the plan. So there are some creditors that will not be able to vote. So just to pause really quick and show you what I mean by that, this is their disclosure statement, and certain creditors or classes of creditors here will not be entitled to vote. So ones that say unimpaired, not entitled to vote. So for example, and I'll get back to this email in just a moment, I won't be able to vote, and I'll tell you why. It says BlockFi wallet general unsecured claims are unimpaired, not entitled to vote. And I am lucky enough, I should say, that I just have money in my wallet address or my wallet account, and we are getting back, I believe, most of our crypto. So it's assumed that I am not going to vote against the plan. You can see if I click interest account, I do not have any assets. So this is fortunate for me. Most people are going to have money in their interest account though. And here it says BlockFi interest account claims are entitled to vote. So most of you guys watching this will be getting an email in the coming days to vote. So let's get back to this email. BlockFi believes that the plan filed with the court is the fastest way for clients to receive the highest recovery and has the full support of the UCC. Both BlockFi and the UCC encourage all creditors to read the disclosure statement in full, which can be found here, and consult an attorney as necessary. So yes, you should read all 225 pages of the disclosure statement. I'm just joking. That's kind of ridiculous to say. You should do that because that's crazy. I think legally they say you have to read it all, but yeah, I personally would be voting in favor of the plan, and I'll explain why later in the video. At this point, We just want our money out as quickly as possible, and I wouldn't want to hold up the process. So during the solicitation period, which has begun, all creditors will receive their solicitation package via an email from Kroll. So Kroll. Make sure that you remember that email address because you will be getting something from them. These packages, meaning the solicitation packages, I don't know why they call them that, but whatever, they include all the material that eligible creditors need to make for an informed decision on whether to vote to accept or reject the plan. Each solicitation package, or basically each email, will also include personalized info about your voting eligibility, as well as detailed instructions for completing and submitting a ballot. We encourage clients to be on the lookout for this email from Kroll in the coming days. Clients will need their unique e-ballot ID in order to retrieve and submit their customized ballot. So that will most likely be in the email that we get from Kroll. Eligible creditors must submit their ballot by September 11th. And it says to submit it via the online ballot portal. If I click that, it just comes up with this general website. So right now, I don't see a way to actually submit your ballot. So my guess is that this website will change when we're able to submit a ballot. Clients who are not entitled to vote on the plan, like unfortunately myself, will receive an opt-out form which gives them the ability to opt out of the third-party release provided for by the plan. I'll cover that in just a moment. And here it says you can find additional info about the third-party releases right here. And when you click that link, it pulls up the solicitation FAQ, which came out on August 2nd. So I did cover this in a previous video, but I'll cover it again now. So what are the third-party releases offered to clients? So the plan offers a third-party release to clients if you do not check the box to opt out. So basically you just do not check a box, you do nothing, then you will release any claims you may have against third parties related to BlockFi, and you will receive a release from BlockFi of substantially all claims the company may have against you. So basically, if you do nothing, if you do not actively check a box, or I should say click a box on the ballot form, you are releasing your claims against third parties. Now, most people are going to do this. They're not going to click that box. Some people want to go after or individually sue some of the insiders or BlockFi themselves, or they want to sue the executives. So basically, unless you click that box, you are not going to be able to sue people on your own. It says here that regardless of whether you check the opt-out box or not, you will receive a release of any clawback claims that BlockFi could bring against you. So that's if you transferred money from the interest or the private client accounts to the wallet address or to the wallet accounts, or off the platform entirely. So basically, even if you do check that box and say, I want to potentially have the option of suing or going after people after this bankruptcy is over, they're saying that you will still be released of any clawback claims. So that's good, except, again, if you removed $250,000 or more. So those people that removed $250,000 off of BlockFi, they could still be clawed back, or even if they moved it from their interest account to their wallet account. So this is probably just a handful of people. So most of you guys did not withdraw $250,000. If you did, you may want to consult a lawyer just to get prepared for what could possibly happen. So I'll go back to the email in just a moment, but I just want to cover these two things. So the convenience class, if you have between $10 and $3,000, you can get a one-time 50% of your claim in cash. And you can also, in the ballot, reduce your claim to a convenience claim. So basically, let's say you have a claim of $3,100. It would make a lot of sense on the ballot. So we can't do that right now as of this video. Again, the ballot is going to come through your email. But on the ballot, you will have the option to reduce your claim to $3,000, and then you will receive 50%. So you will just get back $1,500 in cash. So that would be something that If you had, again, maybe $3,500, $4,000, personally, I would probably reduce it to $3,000. Once you're getting above like $5,000 to $6,000, I'm not quite sure if I'd want to reduce it to $3,000 just so I can get, the $1,500 back. And that kind of brings me right here. So this is the summary of distributions to unsecured creditors. So these would be people, or most of you guys watching, would be BlockFi interest account claim holders. So it says that 39.5% is their projected lowest recovery for your claim. But it's important to note here that says, please note that these amounts are projected recoveries in total. Any first distribution received is likely to be meaningfully lower than the amounts shown below, other than obviously for the convenience class, which is going to get back 50%. So that's the hard part, is that we really don't know how much people who had an interest account or people that had a loan, if you have loan collateral here, they're saying 93%. I mean, I doubt it, and that seems incredibly high. I don't think that's actually going to happen. So they are just throwing numbers here, and I really don't believe that this is going to happen. Now, let me just talk really quick about Xclaim and also Claims Market. So these are two places if you're curious about getting an offer or seeing how much somebody would buy your claim for. So if I go to prices and click BlockFi on Claims Market, right now you're looking at around 18% or so, 18, 19% for an interest account claim. For Xclaim right here, you can see that BlockFi, the interest account right here, it is up to 22. So probably around the same 18, 20%. It really depends on how much somebody is willing to offer you and how much they're obviously willing to pay for it. So if somebody is willing to pay 18, 20%, let's just say, then they're expecting to get more back in return. So going back here, I mean, eventually maybe they'll get 40% back or so, but that could take 1, 2, 3 years. And a lot of this case, a lot of the recoveries with BlockFi really come down to the court battles that they're going to have with FTX and Alameda and Three Arrows Capital and all of these other people that they're trying to get money from. So let me go through this email really quickly. So in-kind distributions, BlockFi is going to distribute crypto to people that'll help reduce the tax consequences. I already talked about clawbacks, so basically claims that could be asserted against BlockFi customers, so like yourself, are waived regardless of how you vote for the plan. So they're basically saying we are not going to pursue you for clawbacks. That's if you moved money from your interest account to your wallet, or you moved money from your wallet just out to, you withdrew it to your bank account. But they say, again, if you are the unlucky person that withdrew over $250,000 in the 90 days before they declared bankruptcy, they can still come after you. So here the UCC talks about why they are not going to pursue insiders. They say it's not worth the money. They say they already did a lot of due diligence and it's just not worth it. They say here, pursuing the insiders would cost significant money, paid out of the customer funds, and further delay distributions to the creditors. But some people watching this, and if you're that person, then you already know you're going to want to do that. You may want to check that box because you do want to pursue these insiders. I'm not suggesting you do that at all, because if you do that, you may have more hiccups down the road. If you just want to get your money out as quickly as possible and you don't want to litigate and take people to court, then it probably doesn't make sense for you to check that box, right? Most people are just going to go along with a plan and they are not going to go after the officers and directors, and that's okay with them, even though it sucks. And there's this long document here, this long article here, talking about what went wrong with BlockFi, basically trying to get people up to speed on like what happened, right? What went wrong? Literally, why did BlockFi fail? They have a little document here, which I'm not going to click on. They want people to be like, all right, things happened with BlockFi that sucked, but what's done is done. I want my money out as quickly as possible, and that's the highest priority. And I think for 99% of you guys watching, it is the highest priority. So really quick, I want to touch on how to contact Kroll if you have some question or some issue. I'll include this link for you guys below. I don't know how effective submitting an inquiry is, to be honest. I would probably go here on the top right and call them and see if you can actually get somebody on the phone. So taking a quick look at your BlockFi account. In my last email, I talked about how to get your account ready for withdrawals. So what you would want to do is click on the top right here, and then you'll have this drop-down menu. Go ahead and click Profile Settings, and I clicked Crypto Addresses here on the left, and it says Allow Listing is on. So in my last BlockFi video, I showed you how to do that. You can basically allow listing, and this allows you to add an address. So basically you would click Add an Address. You can name the address, what asset you want. So if you have Bitcoin in your account, you can click Bitcoin, and then you will paste a Bitcoin address from another wallet. Now, some people did ask me, and I realize there's a lot of people whom BlockFi was their only address, or their only wallet, I should say. And I will be making more videos about how to open up, kind of like beginner videos about how to open up crypto wallets, hardware wallets, and things like that. But if you do not have any other wallet, if you are in the United States, I would definitely open up a Coinbase wallet, and it's very easy to do so. I'll include a link to this below. Also, you may want to open up a Gemini wallet as well. So hypothetically, let's say that you had, I don't know, Unitoken, Uniswap. So then you head on over to Coinbase, and once you're logged in and you have an account, you will search for an asset. So I'll click that and I'll type in UNI. And then I'll click Uniswap. Now on the top here, it'll say send and receive. Go ahead and click that. And then you will click receive on the top. And this is your Uni address. So you would click right here, this little square, and that would copy your Uni address, head on back to BlockFi, and then paste that address right into that bar there. So on the top for nickname, I will type in Coinbase and then click add. It asked me for a verification code that was emailed to me, and then I'll click add. And there it is. I have Coinbase, my Uniswap address, and then that'll be ready once withdrawals are available. So I do suggest you turn allow listing on BlockFi. And it's very similar to do the same thing on Gemini. Now, when it comes to hardware wallets, there are three that I like the most. Now, I know that Ledger got a lot of slack recently with some of the things that they said and potential hardware issues, but personally, I still really like Ledger, and I don't know, they've been around a very, very long time. Trezor is also one that has been around for, I don't know, well over a decade. Very, very secure as well. And also a new one that I have been really, really enjoying, which I haven't made a video on yet, but I really like the idea. It's very, very secure, very easy to use. It's called Tangem. So I'll include the links to all three of these hardware wallets below. All the links I'm going to leave below for Ledger, Trezor, Tangem, Coinbase, and Gemini are affiliate links, so I do get a little kickback depending on if you buy something or sign up at these sites. So just full disclosure with that. And again, I'll finish off with leaving the links to Claims Market and Xclaim if you want to reach out to one or both of them and see how much you can get for your claim. Now, this is if you just want to sell your claim and you want to close in 2 days and you want to be out of here, right? So this is something where you don't have to do it. You can wait and maybe we'll get a higher percentage, but it may take 1, 2, 3 years. We really have no idea how long it's going to take to get all of our money back. It really comes down to what happens in court, and court can take a very, very long time. So that's why people have decided to sell their claim, because they realize that, well, I may lose some of the upside, but I'm going to get the money right now directly wired into my bank account. And I think that I can make a lot more money with that money rather than waiting potentially 1, 2, 3 years to get more, if that makes sense. So I'm definitely not encouraging you to do one thing or another or to sell your claim, but I'm just sharing the options with you guys. So that is basically it for the video. Just keep your eyes peeled out for an email from Kroll, and I will do my best to make a video on how to vote when I get it. Unfortunately, I'm not able to vote because I just have a wallet account, so it won't really be a full video. If one of you guys wants to reach out and share your email with me, if you have an interest account, that would probably be very helpful helpful so I can use that as an example for the video. So before I end the video, I just want to remind you guys that Aura is giving away 2 weeks for free to check out their service. I've been using Aura again every day for the last 8 months, and I love having it just run in the background, knowing that it is protecting my identity, it is removing my personal information from the dark web and from malicious actors and websites. So you can use my link again on the screen, aura.com/Aaron Bennett, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. All right, guys, that is it for the video. Keep your eyes peeled for an email from Kroll and BlockFi, and I am very happy to hear that hopefully we will all be getting a distribution very, very soon. All right, guys, till next time, talk with you soon, and bye for now.